AWE. AWE. Awe stands for attention, wait, exhale, and expand. And the method is a 5 to 15 second 3-step process, a type of microdosing mindfulness, or a brief informal mindfulness practice that also is supported by science.
64,000 is the median number of words per book. Average person reads about 200 words per minute. Simple math will tell us that is one book in 320 minutes. To accomplish this in 7 days, numbers say you would have to read for 45 minutes a day. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification button, like, comment, and share. Enjoy.
Welcome to the Book of the Week series. Every week, as I read another amazing title, I share it with the world. My name is Igor S.F. Walker. Today, we look at the power of awe. Overcoming burnout and anxiety, ease chronic pain, find clarity and purpose in less than 1 minute per day. By Jake G. Eagle and Michael Amster, MD. So how about you slow down and relax, reduce all that noise for just a bit, make that choice, and decide to listen. In this video, we look at a clinically proven 3-step process to turn ordinary moments into awe-inducing experiences in seconds, giving you a powerful prescription for immediate and expansive personal growth and mental and physical healing. Experiencing awe can happen in as little as 5 seconds, and it does not require any demanding discipline or skills. So, stick around till the end. I will share with you some tools I have and use that will help you tremendously in this game of life. Discover a way to find out what actually motivates you. What innate human need is driving all of your decisions and your behavior. I will share some tools to improve your self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, and relationship management. The AWE method, AWE method, quickly transports us into awe, an incredibly powerful emotion that produces wonderment and a heightened state of consciousness, along with some remarkable changes in the mind and in the body that can improve health and wellness. So what does it mean to be in awe? We define awe as an emotional experience in which we sense being in the presence of something that transcends our normal perception of the world. That might sound like a big deal, and it is. But the practice itself is so simple that it can take as little as 5 to 15 seconds for a single session. The AWE, the awe method. Attention means focusing your full and undivided attention on something you value, appreciate, or find amazing. So look around the room you are in. Find that special, beautiful something that you value and that you appreciate. W, wait, means slowing down or pausing. So take a breath. Inhale deeply while you appreciate this cherished item in your home. The final step, exhale and expand, amplifies whatever sensation you are experiencing as you exhale, making a slightly deeper exhalation than normal. Allow what you are feeling to fill you completely. What do you notice? Did you smile? Did you relax? Did you feel warmth in your belly? Did your vision soften? Your eyes moisten with gratitude for this precious item while you were observing it? Did you feel a surge or release of energy? Congratulations. You've just experienced awe. Most emerging research is showing that the pandemic made us feel more depressed, anxious, stressed, and lonely. The estimated number of people suffering from mental health issues increased by up to threefold from pre-pandemic levels. No one, it seemed, was immune. Older adults, those who live alone, and young adults seemed to suffer the most. Now, studies conducted with the University of California, Berkeley, during the early stages of the pandemic, when uncertainty reigned, have proven that a regular awe practice decreases symptoms of depression, anxiety, loneliness, burnout, stress, and chronic pain, and improves well-being not only in the general public, but also in the healthcare professionals, even when under more duress than usual. We look at the AWE, awe method, as a medical intervention, a tool we can use to interrupt the course of unwanted thoughts and feelings, shift our nervous system, and ultimately change our physiology and how we experience any given moment or outcome. We know of no other intervention that can induce states of awe as quickly as the awe method. Awe is a powerful tool for several reasons. First, the method leads us to awe in the ordinary, while cutting into an apple or peeling a banana, for instance. Second, we can find awe in seconds without booking a flight to see one of the 7 wonders of the world or meditating for 10 or more minutes every day. Third, we can call on awe not only to manage difficult feelings and experiences. Anytime we want to feel patience, calmness, and a powerful sense of well-being that ripples throughout our days. Fewer physical stress symptoms, including pain, lower perceived stress, fewer depressive symptoms and anxiety symptoms, lower perceived loneliness, lower perceived burnout, overall improvement in feelings of mindfulness and well-being in a matter of seconds. AWE is achieving the same or better results than many mindfulness practices and other therapeutic interventions that actually require more time and effort. We are social beings. Our health depends on feeling connected. Yet getting help for loneliness can be difficult and can even feel counterintuitive. If you are lonely, almost the last thing you want to do is actually reach out. This internal sense of connection to the world or something greater than ourselves alters our nervous system, so we are more available to connect with people in a healthier way. Awe makes us feel whole, and so we enter relationships out of wholeness instead of neediness, and others are drawn to us because of that. Alan Gordon, author and founder of the Pain Psychology Center, explained when the brain experiences pain over and over and over and over again, those neurons get wired together and they get better and better at firing together. Unfortunately, that means the brain gets better and better at feeling pain. He calls this neuroplastic pain, when the brain changes in such a way that it reinforces chronic pain. To heal from pain and illness, we must feel safe. Now, what does safety have to do with healing? How safe or threatened we feel directly impacts our nervous system and our physiological state. Awe, as you will soon learn, helps us feel safe and therefore contributes to healing. The immune system does not work alone. The body can sense threats to its health and well-being through multiple inputs, including the brain and the entire nervous system. The body is equipped to detect not only against viruses, but physical wounds and also emotional injury. Feeling shamed by a parent, for instance, will first register in the brain's cortex, and then in the amygdala, then the hypothalamus, and the sympathetic fight or flight nervous system before the immune system releases threat cytokines, regardless of the source of the threat. Threat cytokines turn up the sympathetic nervous system and then simultaneously turn down the parasympathetic repair and rest nervous system. The body's now on guard and fully prepared to respond to whatever it perceives as a threat. When the body senses that the acute threat is over and then the immune system has done its job, the cytokines communicate that it is time to release safety cytokines. Safety cytokines direct immune cells to clear out the inflammation, deactivate the sympathetic nervous system, recharge the PNS, and let the healing begin. Catabolism and degeneration begin when threat cytokines linger for too long at high levels. The cumulative result is that the acute inflammation becomes chronic inflammation, and the organism under the attack deconstructs and deteriorates. Now, awe is actually two different emotions that historically share the same name, but they are not the same. Threat-based awe and positive-based awe originate actually in different parts of the brain. When feeling under a threat, the left middle temporal gyrus, MTG, connected strongly with the amygdala, which processes threatening experiences. When feeling positive, the MTG connected strongly with the interior and the posterior cingulate cortex, different place, both of which are involved with the reward process. And also the supramarginal gyrus, which is involved with the expression of admiration and compassion. To experience awe requires vastness, or the feeling that we are part of something much larger than ourselves, and cognitive accommodation, or the sudden ability to change our perspective. Later, researchers determined two additional features of awe. Awe expands our perception of time and increases our propensity to be pro-social, to connect with other people, to participate in community, and even do what's best for the group rather than the individual. In the context of awe, vastness is anything that gives a sense that we are in the presence of something larger than the self, an experience outside our normal range of experiences. When our sense of self decreases, you might think we would feel that what we're doing is less important or less significant. But there's actually a paradox. As our sense of self diminishes, we feel more significant in other ways. It's actually counterintuitive. But when we do connect to something larger, whether it is nature, a place of work, a political movement, or God, or a universal energy, our orientation in the world shifts. The pressure to stand out, or be special, or compete, dissipates, and it is replaced by humility. There's something very comforting about being humble. It is a soothing emotion. The purpose of the A in AWE, the purpose of A in awe, choosing to pay attention to things we value, appreciate, or find amazing, focuses our mind and our heart on what is likely to foster awe in the best sense of the definition. When we are filled with awe, our sense of reality is altered. Things don't look the same anymore. Our preconceptions of the object of our attention has been ruptured, suspending any pre-established ideas we might have about it. Now this awakens our sense of wonder. Awe wakes up the extraordinary in what has become so very ordinary, an emotional experience in which we sense being in the presence of something that transcends our normal perception of the world. The weight in AWE, the weight in awe, the W, is the pause in which we experience presence, that quality of spaciousness where the mind isn't overthinking and processing, but being and observing. With presence, there's no agenda, nothing to do, and no place to be. There is no thinking, just being. Because we have chosen to be in the presence of something we do value, appreciate, or find amazing, our experience of that moment is going to be nourishing and powerful. When we do concentrate on what we value, appreciate, or find amazing, we no longer hear the random thoughts or roaming thoughts in our head. This is the value of weight. When the mind is present, the body releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter responsible for enhancing mood, reducing anxiety, acting as a pain reliever. Dopamine, in turn, has been shown to give us the sense that time is expanding. We feel like we have more time. Waiting is a gift. You honor someone when you are willing to wait for them, to share a moment with them. It is a perfect opportunity to connect with another person, to honor the fact that you've actually crossed paths at that moment. With the W in the AWE, you are waiting for yourself. You are honoring your experience of being with yourself. It is a gift you can give yourself at any time. Waiting, when done with intention, is one way to be fully present. And the gifts of being present are many. The 3 C's. C's: co-regulation, connection, and coherence. A healthy ventral vagal tone not only motivates us to connect with others, but also leaves us better able to connect because of a condition known in therapy cycles as co-regulation. Co-regulation occurs when one person's nervous system is soothed by another person's nervous system. When someone's losing it, or feeling overwhelmed, or discombobulated, for instance, they are in what is known as a dysregulated state. We talked about building energy during the inhale, which happens during wait. When we exhale, we release the energy, stimulate the ventral vagus, and feel a sense of calm and safety as we relax. The sensation embodied during the inhale do something significant. They actually expand. Some people feel the energy move up the spine and out of the body. This release, sometimes experienced as a chill or goosebumps, is none other than a release of nervous system energy that was previously constricted. To feel wonder is to experience a sudden decentering of the self. Facing something surprisingly new and unexpected and powerful, one's ordinary sense of personal identity is dramatically altered, leading to new knowledge and understanding that ultimately recenter the self. The profound impact of these This decentering and recentering process is evident in both the intense memorability of the experiences and the strong bodily sensation that often accompany them. People speak of being stunned, dazed, breath-taken, overwhelmed, consumed, astonished, all gesturing towards a mode of experience that exceeds ordinary language, thoughts, and yet it inspires a yearning to explore, understand, and learn, immersed in the moment. You're just a witness to the experience. Placing judgment and acceptance, replacing judgment with acceptance quiets the mind. We are the witness of our experience. We increase our awareness of what we are experiencing. Internal monkey mind chatter goes away. Some of that default mode network activity, judging our lukewarm tea, but when mindful, we observe our internal judgments, we let them go, and we refocus our attention. Between the stimulus and response, there's a space, there's a gap. In that space, in that gap, lies your freedom and power to choose your response. And in those responses lies your growth and your happiness. Keep the conversation in the present. Remove blame and praise. Understand that we are the source of our feelings. As we access awe, our concerns about time and laws are replaced with present moment sensation that disrupt our anxious thoughts. The loss we fear is enveloped by our love and appreciation by that which we fear losing, whether a person, a place, thing, or an idea. Awe, spectrum, subtle, pleasant, appreciative, joy, tender, satiated, satisfied, content, open, connected, sweet, humility, well-being. Expansive, moved, captivated, connected, sweet, wondrous, fastness, flow state, energizing, astonishing, slightly disoriented, and then orgasmic. Release of energy, goosebumps, shivers, chills, tingling, jaw-dropping, ecstatic, connected to something greater than the self, reoriented, self-transcendent, radiant, ecstasy, stupefied, amazement, rapture, illumination, rhapsodic, ravished. Awe, spectrums, subtle, expansive, orgasmic. The emotion of awe activates the learning process through cognitive accommodation and changes the neural structure of the brain. With neural pathways for awe settled in place, the brain now remembers the feeling. Awe as a cumulative effect. The feeling of awe builds on itself over time so that the feeling, the state, turns into a trait and becomes a part of who we are. As awe becomes part of our disposition, we become prone to experiencing spontaneous awe. AWE, awe, has the potential to change us. We feel these changes as pronounced shifts in our health and well-being, our responses, our attitude, our approach to people and situations, indicating that our brain cells are actually establishing new pathways. These shifts indicate that we are turning the typical fleeting state of awe into a trait, a part of who we are as a person. More than a self-help technique and an implication of awe goes well beyond personal transformation. Awe touches everything, and perhaps most telling is the effect it has on others. We are wired to attune to others' behaviors and moods. Our nervous system senses the emotions of those around us, just as being the recipient of a warm smile can lighten our mood. When we are in awe, those around us feel it too. Awe is contagious. Awe changes us, and when we share our awe, we change the world. And there you have it, the power of awe. Please do help out. It is easy. Simply like this video so more people can enjoy it. Share it too and spread the word. Help the algorithm. Leave a comment and share your thoughts. Start a conversation with me. Start a conversation with each other. Let's talk about this beautiful topic. Subscribe to my channel and stay up to date. Please, if you do enjoy this material that I am presenting to you, then please do subscribe. The analytics say that close to 80% of the viewers actually do not subscribe. So if you do enjoy this, please do subscribe. Support the channel. And thank you. The link to this book is in the description below, so buy it, read, never stop learning, especially learning about yourself and nature. So gift yourself by taking the free human needs test on my website and find out what actually motivates you. What innate human need is driving all of your decisions and your behavior. And if you feel you are ready to improve your self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, and relationship management even further, then do check out my Master of Life Awareness program. The links are in the description below. I thank you. Love and respect.